Welcome, and thank you for using SafetyPlusWeb for tracking your safety needs. This series of videos will show you how to use SafetyPlusWeb. Anytime you or your employees use SafetyPlusWeb, it is best not to use Internet Explorer. Better browsers are Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, and Safari. To access SafetyPlusWeb, go to members.safetyplusweb.com from any computer, tablet, or phone. Select Admin Login on the left to log in, edit, and add or configure your safety information for your company. The Training Login on the right is used by employees to access their personalized landing pages, where they can view their training records and take any available training courses. You should have a username and a password that was set up with you during implementation. Once you log in, you should be taken to the Admin tab of your company platform. The company name should appear in the top left corner, followed by the 6 tabs across the center of the top of the screen. There are different levels of access to SafetyPlusWeb, and we will be showing the admin view throughout this video. You can see your level of access in the green writing in the top right corner. As an overview, the Home tab allows you to view data. The Wizards tab is where you will enter data records. The Admin tab is where you can configure company and employee specifics. The Reports tab allows you to pull specific groups of data into a PDF report. The Resources tab is where you can view SafetyPlusWeb templated safety documents and upload company-specific documents. And finally, the Analytics tab is where you can view data in tables and graphs to help make important long-term safety decisions. The Home tab is used to view company data. Within this tab, there are many ways to choose what data you view and how that data is organized, starting with 8 sub-tabs. We are currently viewing the default sub-tab of employees, giving the full roster of active employees. In all sub-tabs of the Home section, you can use the black search bar at the top of the column to filter the shown information by typing in a specific name or title. Simply clicking on the arrows to the right of the column header will allow you to order information alphabetically or reverse alphabetically. This Employees tab can also be filtered by DOT drivers or supervisors using the buttons in the top right corner. In addition, multiple filters can be used at one time. For example, I can search for all supervisors by clicking this button. Then I can search for those supervisors in the admin department by typing that name here. Finally, I can reverse alphabetize this list by clicking the heading box for the employee name. There is also an Export to Excel button in the top right corner of the page. This button will send an Excel spreadsheet of the information currently displayed in SafetyPlusWeb to your Downloads folder. To remove filters, either re-click the button or delete the text out of the search box. In this Employees tab, each employee has an icon to the left of their name to show their training status. A green check mark shows that they are up to date on their training, and a red X signals that they have incomplete training. Keep in mind that the system can only be as good as the information you enter. If no training is assigned to an employee, they will appear green because they have nothing required of them. The number in parentheses to the right of an employee's name is their ID number. The white torso icon is used to indicate supervisors, and the DOT rectangle is used to show if an employee is complete on their Department of Transportation requirements. Red DOT letters for incomplete and green DOT letters for having all training complete. Finally, the employees department is listed on the right side of this page. If you click an employee's name, you will be taken to that employee's specific page. This page has 3 panels. The left panel shows the employee's personal information and contains a link to edit that information, which we will show and explain in the Admin tab portion. The left panel also includes a button that says Print ID Card. Clicking this button will allow you to print ID badges for your employees. Once printed, the QR code on the back of an employee's ID badge can be scanned to show his completed training history. Use any free QR code scanning app on your smartphone and see who in the field is up to date on their training. Additionally, this feature can be combined with SafetyPlusWeb's Site Tracker program to manage facility entry and to log employee time on specific job sites. If you are interested in learning more about these services, please contact your SafetyPlusWeb implementation coordinator. The center panel contains safety data, and the right panel displays classifications and qualifications. For our employee Tom Fleming, you can see that he has been assigned to 1 classification and 6 qualifications. These groupings will appear green with a check mark if the employee is up to date, or gray with a crossed out circle if the employee training is not up to date in that area. In the center panel, there are 6 subtabs. The completed training tab is a record of the training that has been taken with a link to print the certificates for any SPW web-based training. If the training has expired, it will be highlighted red and the certificate will not be available. The circular arrow icon is used to revert a training record, which will delete the most recent training record for that course. In the next subtab, Training Needed, you can view any courses that are assigned to an employee, but that they have not completed or have expired. If you click on an incomplete classification or qualification on the right, the list of training will filter to show only training that is missing for that specific job title, job task, or location. If we wanted to send Tom Fleming to Evonik, we could come here to see that he needs to take 1 additional course before going to work at that location. Moving on to the Documents subtab, this is where you can view any employee-specific files. These can also be uploaded here by using the Upload Documents button at the top left of the central panel. When you click this button, a window will pop up to locate the desired document. Click Select Documents to choose a file from your computer. Once you select a specific file, select Open and then Save. The next pop-up window asks, do you wish for the selected documents to be marked confidential? If you say yes, only certain administrative users of SPW will be able to see this file. If you say no, then the employee will be able to view and download this file from their landing page. This location is best for ID cards, training certificates, or physical copies of a test specific to this employee. There is a location within Resources for you to store files as well, and that will be reviewed later on. The Substance Abuse subtab allows you to see any substance abuse records that have been previously entered into the system for an employee. Substance abuse records include the type of test, the reason for the test, the result of the test, and the date of the test. The Incidents subtab will show records pertaining to that employee if any previous incidents have been entered into the system. The incident records will show a description of the incident, the date of the incident type, and the status of the incident, and each of these columns have search bars and filters at the top. There's also an Export to Excel button in the top right if you want to create a spreadsheet of all of the employee's incident records. And finally, the DOT Compliance subtab will track specific courses for DOT drivers and show the status of the courses. There is also an Export to Excel button for this subtab in the top right corner. The second subtab of the Home section is Trainings, which contains training data for your entire company. This subtab defaults to show all trainings completed. Please note that the Export to Excel feature is still available here. You can also search using the boxes at the top of the columns, or filter and organize by clicking the column headings for each. Finally, any columns containing a date can be filtered using this circular icon to show all information before or after a certain date or within a specific time frame. These search and filter features are the same in the Training Needed subtab that shows any training that has been assigned but not completed. This feature is useful on a rainy day when you want to bring everyone inside for hydrogen sulfide training. You can type hydrogen sulfide or simply sulfide into the course title bar and view all employees who need this training. But you also don't want to train one day and then have someone's training expire the following day. You can change the Show Courses Due Within time frame to include training expiring in 30, 60, 90, or 120 days to forecast ahead to see which trainings will be expiring within these time intervals. Finally, selecting Show All will combine the training completed and the training needed data into one list, allowing you to see all training assigned and their status. The next 2 tabs within the training section integrate with our Safety Meetings web application. This app allows you to review stored resource documents with your employees and track their attendance, including employee signatures, from the convenience of a smartphone or tablet. We will review entering this information using the app in a later video. From this section within the Home tab, you can view records of completed safety meetings. The first tab organizes these records by employee name, allowing you to easily sort and track employee attendance. From this tab, you can also view what topics were covered, meeting notes, when the meetings took place, and the meeting roster or attachments by using the icons at the far right of the row. The next Meetings tab organizes the records by the topic covered and includes meeting notes, presenter name, and again, meeting date, roster, and attachments. 3 of the next 4 tabs within Home are very similar. For inspections, incidents, and substance abuse, you enter data through the wizards and it is displayed in corresponding tabs here under Home. Within these tabs, you can use search boxes to sort and filter information by employee involved, supervisor, date, and many other important details. The default view is open records, but you can switch to view all records or just the closed records. In addition, the incident section is further divided by injury, vehicle, and other incidents. The pencil icon before an inspection or incident record takes you back to the wizard where you can edit or add additional information. To completely remove a record, scroll to the far right of the row and click the X. Clicking this button on any of these 3 tabs will permanently delete a record. And if a record is accidentally deleted, that record will have to be completely re-entered. For more specific information about each of these records, please view our videos about creating records using the Wizards tab. The Audits tab integrates with the SafetyPlusWeb Audits web app. This web app, also accessible on your desktop at audits.safetyplusweb.com, allows you to perform inspection checklists on your computer, tablet, or mobile device directly from the field and stores the records of these audits here. We review the full Audits web app tutorial in another video, but within SafetyPlusWeb, you can find records of all audits performed at your company. You can close open audits by clicking the pencil icon, select Close, append any notes if necessary, and finally click the check mark icon. You can search closed audits by selecting Closed or All in the top left corner. You can see the full audit by clicking the PDF report link here. Please note that if an incomplete audit is saved in drafts in the web app, the PDF report will not yet appear in SafetyPlusWeb. The classifications and qualifications subtabs act functionally the same. We will review the qualifications in this video, but everything is still true of the Classifications tab. When you select a specific qualification on the left panel of the screen, you see all employees who are assigned to this qualification listed in the center panel. The employees with a green check are up to date on this qualification, and you can see the next course that will expire and the date that it will expire. This is helpful if you are planning to send the employee to a job that will take several weeks. It would be highly inconvenient if an employee's training expired during week 1 of a 6-week project. The employees with a red X are incomplete, and there is a list of courses that need to be taken to make that employee up to date for that specific qualification. You can also search for a specific employee using the black search bar at the top of the employee columns. This completes our review of the SafetyPlusWeb Home tab. Please proceed to the SafetyPlusWeb review of the Wizards tab in your completion of the full tutorial of SafetyPlusWeb.